Hello everybody, I'm back. Woohoo, right? So today I'm going to talk about some updates for the channel. I'm almost done with some artwork that I'm helping a friend with. I don't know if they've announced it or anything, so all that I will say is that I helped with like art for their project. If they want me to plug down their channel down below, that's totally fine. Just let me know. I also have some voice acting work for another channel. Their channel is Chaos Control VA, and if you watch their content and, you know, have seen their channel, they've announced already that I'm voicing Barry for their Q&A. I've gotten pretty far with it so far. It's still in the works. So I have one piece of artwork for Multi-Fandom Girl. That's their channel name. I had to think about it. I'll probably just plug their channel. But there's that one piece of artwork that I have to finish for them. And then I'm done. And then I'm finishing the voice acting lines for Barry, which that will take a little while since it's a Q&A. I also want to mention that I am a lot more active on my community page than I am my actual channel. So sometimes I'll do polls or ask questions if people want certain things on my channel or what content they want more of, or if they want to see me draw more fan art of like Son Amy instead of Sylvain's, stuff like that. I haven't really asked what people wanted for editing per se, but I know that a lot of my viewers like my AMVs or my MEP edits more so than anything, which I full on want to do that. I am still planning on doing the Silver Insanity AMV. I have to restart the whole thing though because that computer crashed on me and I lost a lot of like all my editing stuff, all my files. So I still have like PNGs and like clips. Just my Sony Vegas files are gone. So I have to restart it from scratch, which is totally fine. I will say that it will be different than what it was before since I am redoing it from scratch. I plan on not using people's fan art just because asking each individual person if it's okay to use their fan art is a big hassle. Not everybody wants to answer. Some people will say no, and it just isn't worth it. So I will most likely use IDW art or my own art if I plan on using, like, if I need art for a specific scene that I can't manip myself, I will draw it. So that is my plan with AMV stuff. That's not really anything that's going to affect you guys and girls. That's more going to be what I'm going to do for my editing. I am also not using Sony Vegas as my main editing software anymore. It's going to be more so DaVinci Resolve. But that's only if DaVinci Resolve will work for me. Otherwise, I'll do Sony Vegas, which I still remember everything that I did. I'll just have to re-get all the plugins and stuff that I had before. I don't know where I went with this, but I'm going to restate this in case I didn't say it. I am still going to do, okay, yes, that's what I talked about. I was talking about the community tab, and on the community tab, I asked if you guys would be interested in asking a character to voice act a line. So if you wanted Tails to say something specific, like, "Oh, Cosmo, you're the sweetest girl for me." Something like that. I don't know. Or, yeah, Cosmo just being like, "Aw, that's so sweet, Tails." Something like that. Those are a little bit rushed voices, but it'll be a lot more polished. Anyways, the format I would like to do for that, I will say in the actual video. I'm going to actually post the video where you can comment down below what you want the characters to say. So it won't be this video. This is just for updating. So I will do that. I have some great news for you Tails and Cosmo fans. I am going to reopen Ask Tails and Cosmo. Woohoo! I plan to do the format similar to the Twitter takeover. With Sega, what they've done. I'm not going to have it be the exact same. I'm just going to have more so the short answers. And then at the end of that, I will release it as a full video. So you guys don't have to wait, forever. And then I can also post whenever me and my cousin are available. Cosmic Gamer. She's probably gonna come back as Charmy. And then I'll still do Tails and Cosmo. If I end up really liking doing the series and everybody on the channel is really liking the series as well, I might bring on guests and hold like a casting call club for like Sonic, for example. Like for one episode, you can ask questions related to like Sonic, Tails, and Cosmo, or just Sonic. Vice versa for any other character, for Knuckles, for Vector, for, I don't know, we could have Surge on there. Pretty much, I would probably most likely do a vote of who you would really like to have on next. Then I'll hold a casting call club to have that person be voiced. Obviously, because I'm doing Tails and Cosmo myself. And then Cosmic Gamer is doing Charmy. Charmy, yes, you can still ask Charmy questions, but of course we're gonna have the 6-year-old be in charge of of giving the questions to Tails and Cosmo, which will be fun. I am not bringing my normal voice back as Silver. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna try and make it a little bit more professional. Not so much where it's not fun anymore, but enough to the point where it doesn't draw you out of them, answering the questions, and you relate to the characters a little bit more, stuff like that. I'm also going to have the art not be screenshots. I'm gonna draw them all myself. I haven't quite decided if I'm gonna do different mouth movements for different expressions and actually have that animated, but I will definitely have like different positions. And Sonic Song 182, but they definitely inspired me with this idea. Of course, it's not the most original, but I really want to do it because they don't get enough spotlight. And I would really like to do the comic characters as well, because I don't think there's another channel that does that. If there is, I'm sorry, I haven't heard of you yet. But I hope you are all really looking forward to that. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is after I am done with the art for the Multifandom Girl, and Chaos Control VA, after I'm done with that stuff, I plan to start doing my own content, whether it be a fan story, fanfic, of, Sonic Shadow, or whatever it's gonna be. I plan on doing more of that on my channel. I would also like to do comic dubs, but I don't know for sure if I'll go for that. I definitely want to do more Tails voice acting, so I might even for example, voice over Tails in like the Sonic movie or something, like do his lines, just to do that for fun. But I would like to do comic dubs, like either of the IDW comics, or certain artists, if I can get, the permission from them, etc. Y'all can always send stuff to me if you want, or like mention an artist and be like they had a recent comic that they did. We'd love to see you dub that, ask them or something, you know, along the lines of that. Which that you can comment down below if you'd like. And with any of the topics that I'm mentioning, please comment down below what you would like to see the most, because I want to give you guys content that you want to see. I would love to do all of the things I've mentioned. I just would like to see what you, or I would like to hear in the comments what you'd like to see the most first. I'll most likely do other things down the line, whatever. So yeah, I want to do more voice acting for the channel. I'm also I'm continuing on what I was saying before. I'm gonna do my own content. I made my own comic really long time ago. I started it in 2020. It's about what happens to Infinite after Sonic Forces. I know not everybody loves Infinite, and that's totally fine. So instead of what Wikipedia says, where he's basically, I don't know, dead, in my comics, he's not. He crashes in this little village and meets a dog Mobian. Her name is Marigold, or Mari, and she finds him just completely obliterated in the street, or in the back roads of the town, because it's hidden under trees, so it's not mostly known. So it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. That's why nobody knows about Infinite being there, because he is there for a few days. I think I mentioned in the comic how long. I don't remember how long he's there, but she finds him and she carries his beat up butt on her shoulder and takes him back to her house. It's kind of, her house is a mix of like a flower shop, herb shop, because she really loves gardening, and she knows about her herbs, medical or other, so that's how she's able to help this poor guy regain consciousness and health. So yeah, he wakes up not remembering the events of Sonic Forces. So yes, we're pulling the amnesia card. Who doesn't love an amnesia card? And he still has that really just terrible personality. But I plan to basically how it's kind of giving romance vibes, but I am not planning on making Mari and Infinite get together, but it definitely gives you that vibe. It's more of a platonic relationship. At least that is my thought going into it, as of working on it now. So he wakes up and doesn't remember anything, and she's like, oh yay, I'm glad you're awake and you're not dead. And he's like, where am I? Who are you? What is going on? And at first he is a complete dick, and then he's like, okay, I guess I can pretend being nice so she can tell me where the hell I'm at. And he does try to leave, and he's in no condition to leave, and he's very upset about that. So he does end up coming back, and then pretends to be nice so she'll help him, blah blah blah. And as time goes on, he's kind of has some self-reflection. He works on himself a lot more. He does think about his old gang. That's not very prominent in the storyline, but it'll come up at some point. Then after some time where he's kind of more grown as a person, or a Mobian, he starts having let's just say issues from the Phantom Ruby After Effects. And that's all I will leave it at. You can kind of get an idea just from there. And I will most likely do a comic dub of that eventually if it picks up and if people are interested in it. A lot of my art will be posted on Deviantart. I do have commissions available, so if you like my art and you would like a specific thing, please go ahead, check out my Deviantart. Or my bluesky. I do have X still, but bluesky is gonna be my new X, because I don't like X. And I'll leave that at that. But yeah, I am always available to DM on Discord. Please don't be scared. I am busy, but not so busy that I won't get back to you. So please do DM me. I will see it. I check it pretty frequently. I will respond. I may not respond immediately, but I will respond, okay? So don't be afraid to DM me about commissions or whatever else. Another thing that I was thinking of doing was possibly animatics. I haven't quite decided if I want to do what I've seen other YouTubers do, where it's, you know, a song and then, you know, you do an animatic with that song and make up your own story along with it, or along the lines of that. I've considered doing that, or like animation memes, just to like pick up on that, because I want to do more with animation. But if y'all would like to see that, let me know, and I'll come up with some ideas. The last thing I wanted to mention is that I want to start streaming to interact with all of you again, and I've really missed talking to everybody on here, so I would love to do that. My first idea in mind is streaming, playing The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've never played it. I've seen screenshots. I kind of have a general idea of it, but I have no idea, so I'm gonna go in blind. That'll most likely be my first thing I do for streaming, or working on art. But that's only if people are interested in seeing me draw art. And if I do stream and do art, and I most likely will take requests if I'm not working on something. But yeah, that should be everything. Or I will post the, hey, can this character voice act this line video at some point, and then just, you know, comment down below, and then of course I will voice act it. And I'll tell you all of the characters that I will that I can voice act, and I'll even have little samples for that video, just in case you don't like it. Then you don't have to waste your time being like, hey, can Amy say this? And then they're like, I don't know if I really like your Amy voice, just for example. So that will be posted most likely next. If not, it'll be soon. I will do the Ask Tales and Cosmo open, like, comment video as well at some point. I need to work on the art for it first, but that I will, and then I'll most likely update a little bit more as time goes on. And that should be all. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.